NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Wizards and the Huskies, next on Madden Football.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams contenders and a bunch.
Justin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And here we go from Anchorage. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they're brought out by the 16-year pro, rebounded from an injury last season, Matthew Stafford.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out in his 4th season since arriving as the #1 overall pick back in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
This just feels like a season so far off the rails, they can't even see the tracks anymore, Kate. Now the outlook is really 1 week at a time, trying to find that first win. Just got to get gritty and tough. And he's got to be the one who really sparks it for him.
And he works his way for a gain of 4. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 6 coming up here. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Escapes the pocket. He'll try and run this. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And they'll have first down. They'll stick with Corum. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're going to run on first down with Corum. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Corum again. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Lawrence now off the play action. Has a man. It's Brown. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Running back sent in motion left. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Cut near the goal line. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Huskies have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Covered with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Motioning him from the slot right. Okay, and the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat making the stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Malachi Corley reels it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Wizards getting all set to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Corum. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Corum. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Lawrence working from the gun. On the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Huskies lining up for a punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to Sam Laporta. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Swift gets it on the option. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Lawrence. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down run by Corum. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
That's to the sideline, and Evans has got it. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence to throw it. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal. Corum. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Huskies take a 13-0 lead. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Huskies double their lead to 14. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. This offense ready to go in again now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
2nd and 3 now. They pick the handoff now, Stafford. Able to hit Tani and complete. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Has his man, it's Corley. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Has it downfield working. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. It's a pickup of 26, and it'll give him a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. He'll get this one to Watkins. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Ty Johnson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Huskies and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Corum trying the right side. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They're going play action. This finds Evans, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Give to Corum from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Caught near the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Huskies make it a 3-possession game. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Huskies push their lead to 18. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Hubbard with a return here. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. 1st down, here's Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. We've hit the 2-minute warning now in Anchorage. The Wizards with some work to do, trailing in this game. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To throw, Stafford. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They are now set for 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. He's got him, that's Swift. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives them the 1st. Now Stafford again. Swift hauls it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Stafford now against a blitz. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Stafford now on 3rd down. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
The kick by Shudak is good. And that lowers the deficit to 15. So that's the half. After 2, it's the Huskies, holding the advantage so far in Anchorage. Now we'll send you from one end of the country all the way to the other. Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out in the capital city of Austin, Texas, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jalen Wright, a touchdown run in the victory. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. It was a strong first half for the former Michigan man, running back Blake Corum. He was running with a purpose as he found the end zone three times in that first half.
Let's see what the back
and that opposing
half has
defense
in store.
had better come up with a scheme for slowing him down.
Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Huskies and Blake Corum ready to begin another drive. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Corum. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Got Evans, it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Lawrence now off the play action. Completes this one to Corum.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Running back sent in motion. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. A give to Corum. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Lawrence working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Now hold on a moment, folks. We got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. It's 2nd and goal. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Corum. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try this field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Hubbard with a return here. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Another drive coming up for this offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Running behind center with Swift. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Stafford from the gun. This finds Cooks complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Here's Stafford. Finds Laporta. And he gets him around 6 there. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Has the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Kate, I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of the plays to break down here that the defense, I can give a lot of credit, and they deserve it. Stuck with those receivers, let that rush get home. But the old quarterback in me knows you just can't do that. You escape, you're buying time. When you're down there in the red zone, well, you can't take a sack to knock you out of it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and goal, it's Stafford. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision-maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal. He's happy to bring them 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Johnson now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Huskies and this running back headed back out for a new series. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Brought in by Juju. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Corum straight ahead. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And they're going to have a 1st down. Now Corum breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, a carry by Corum. Has a lane inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll give him a 1st down. Throwing now, off play action. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Huskies lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Mike Evans with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Huskies grow the lead now to 22 points. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Hubbard with a return here. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Laporta with the grab. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Stafford now on 1st down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Stafford now. The rush gets home, and they stick it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
4th and forever coming up. Stafford gonna go on 4th. And it's gonna be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll stick with Corum. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, well, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Huskies keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Mike Williams, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Huskies continue piling onto this lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes their offense out again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. Stafford. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Set him back 5, it's 1st and 15 after the penalty. They kick the running back in motion. Now Stafford to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Stafford again. We've got a screen to the running back. He breaks the tackle. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
He's got him, that's Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we're going to have a timeout for the players shaken up, and that's DeAndre Swift in some discomfort and being attended to. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. To throw, Stafford. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. The home teams and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. A give right side to Corum. Kicks this one outside. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it sets up 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. 2nd and 3 now. Here's Corum. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Has them the touchdown. The Huskies continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Huskies grow their lead yet again. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Now this offense ready to head back out. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Motioning left is their running back. He finds Laporta. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. They'll get this one to Watkins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Stafford back to throw. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 38. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a first down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. This finds Cooks, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 13 on the pickup. And they'll have first down. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Stafford from the gun. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Wizards putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Wizards cut into the lead by another point. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Johnson with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense getting all set for this series. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
I'll start on the ground, Corum. And he found some running room for a nice gain. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Corum again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll turn to Corum on 3rd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Huskies winners as we say goodbye from Anchorage.